Okay, then it looks like we are ready to go. Just put myself in here.
Countless generations mining treasures from deep within the earth. Hidden within their impregnable stronghold of Ironforge Mountain, they rarely ventured beyond the
we'll see how well we go. If I get to 20 plus, I would be fine with that. It's a long time since I've actually tried this challenge, but I think I will probably do fine. I mean, can't say that. I can't actually say that I'm going to do it first try. No, that's most likely not the case. But we're going to make it a good try at least. Give it a good shot. See how far we can go. Oh yeah, the errors that usually always occur for some reason, even though everything is updated. Put that one there. Pally power can move over there for the meantime. Boop, boop, and the boop. And yeah, looks like we're off, starting our first quest as a hardcore character. If I remember correctly, isn't it Immortal that was the 0 players online? Okay, I guess I just could put in a little bit of a message on the Discord and give them a heads up I want to join the guild. Let me do that fast, just for having a little bit more of a community inside. Let's see here. World chat. Yes. Anyone able to invite me to the guild? Doing the challenge live now on Alliance. Name is Fioran HC. Was that right? Oh yeah. Message is sent and we're off. Let's see how far we can go, boys. Oh yeah, that's right. That's something I'll change immediately. Interface, auto loot. Always gotta have that sweet auto loot. It's not the classic experience. Outlook is a good feature. I like outlooting. Oh, pants. Double the armor. Oof, let's go, boys. The startup is going to be a little bit slow. You usually don't die in the startup, but you always could. Oh, mail. Fancy. But I said I was looking forward to doing this challenge. It's been a long time since I've actually tried this challenge at all. So this is the first time in a long while I've actually given this challenge a go. But everything is recording right? Yeah, it seems everything's good. Yeah, I don't have dual screen options at the moment. So I use everything on one screen. A little bit tedious, but that's how it is. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Camille. I'm doing my best. It's just a startup, so it's not much happening in the startup of a challenge, but I guess I'll do fine at least. As said, if I can get to 20 plus without dying, I would be pretty satisfied with that as a first attempt. Let's see how far we can go. Well, I have been really looking forward to doing the challenge. I gotta admit, I was thinking about it for a couple of days before I started this challenge now, and was watching a few YouTube clips from the hardcore communities around, most of them around Europe actually, but since I'm from Norway myself, and I was like, yeah, I remember doing that in Vanilla WoW. I remember really actually doing that challenge, and I have had a couple of unsigned, unrecorded records that I can't prove in any regard, but I have made a warrior and got him into level 40 before my first death before. But I have no recordings of it, so I don't have any proper evidence to back that up. But that's my current unsigned record is getting to level 40. Let's see, better gloves. When it comes to leveling, I think I will mostly do it as a solo experience this time around. You can do dungeons with another hardcore group once just to try and get gear, and I might do that depending on how my gear is looking, because this challenge is can be very hard dependent on if you actually get gear drops or not. Oh wait, I should actually go to the trainer first to get a new ability. But there is allowed to use professions in this challenge. So I am most likely going to go and get mining and blacksmithing when I get to not Telsamar, Karanos this is. That's Karanos. And try and, get some professions, get mining and blacksmithing, so I have an opportunity to at least make myself some better gear as it progresses. Because I said, it's a lot of RNG in this challenge. If you don't get any drops of any kind, you can be really tough, especially as a melee character. You're a little better off going as a spellcaster in that regard.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Since they aren't that heavily gear dependent.
Safe travels.
Oh, that was far off. A little bit too far off. Toggle anchors, stand spar. We're going to put it here. So it's going to be a fun experience, and everything is being recorded, and everything is going to be uploaded to my YouTube channel for anyone that wants to take a look-see there and see how the progress is going. And also just for evidence that I have actually done it, and if I succeed, that I've actually succeeded. My plans forward going in through the higher levels, I am thinking about actually going protection talents for sustained survivability and safety measures, you could say. But I am unsure. It actually all depends on. It kind of depends on drops and everything also, but you kind of don't want to respec every 2 levels because you're gonna be broke and not going to be able to. Well, I guess as a paladin you have a little bit of a change there since you get a free 40 mount. So yeah, I could change my talent points more often than others that are saving for a mount in that regard, but I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on the drops. If I get a random very good blue weapon, for instance, I most likely would like to switch my talents to retribution. But for the time being, I am planning on going protection for the survivability. I'm a bit unsure still, I've got to be honest. I'm a bit unsure. Thanks, Meek. Appreciate it. That was a nice message. Oh, actually lost my train of thought there. But as I said, I'm a bit unsure about the talents. Retribution would be better at the start because the starting talents of Retribution are just generally better in that regard. They are more useful early on than the protection talents. I could just use improved devotion aura as my first time, but I don't want to go improved devotion aura first. I want to get the shield block thingy. And I also need to actually have a better shield or some sort of shield at least, and that's also part of the challenge that can be quite tricky. I mean, you don't want to be level 20 in protection spec with a shield that has 30 armor. Because you can't actually make shields, so I am actually a bit dependent on getting shield block from quests or drops etc. if I'm going protection. Because you can't actually make shields at all. Oh wait, you can actually make shields. My bad, but that's high level engineering and you need 300 skill. And it's a rare recipe that drops in Molten Core, so I'm not going to be able to make a shield in the in the lower levels.
See you soon.
Ooh, level 3 already. Got a new record, boys. So for now we're just going to go through the. For now we're just going to chill and have a good time. Go through the living areas. I'm actually going to save my food this time around, and I'm hoping that some of the enemies I'm going to kill and get the quests done here. Actually, oops, forgot to get that quest inside there. It's actually going to drop a bag drop because it would be very nice to actually get an early bag drop.
Pleased to meet you.
Because bag space is a thing. Excuse me. I can buy bag from vendors though. That's a possibility. And it's allowed. There are a couple of stipulations and rules regarding the hardcore challenge that I have to follow. And one of them being, as I said earlier, is that if I'm going to do a dungeon, I have to do a dungeon with another hardcore group, and they also, well, sorry, my mistake, lots of words there. And also, I'm only in the hardcore challenge. You're only allowed to do the dungeon once. So I might want to do that, depending on when I actually get into the hardcore guild that was going on this server. But for now, we're just going to enjoy the solo experience.
Watch, get her back. You got my attention. Up with you.
And in the next level, we're going to get Judgment, which is going to be a to be a nice help instead of just being able to continuously auto attack. But hey, a Paladin is an auto attack class. So. But for everybody that's watching, thanks for joining in and thanks for giving us a watch. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time since I've actually gone online on streaming. Not that I wasn't a big streamer at all, but it's been a long time. It's nice to see people coming in, taking a look. So I do have plans, and I do have well, what you could say, tactics going forward. I do have a battle plan on how I'm going forward. And also, I'm not going to skip out on this in the spawn area. I'm going to do all the quests I can find in the spawn area. That I am. Cave quests can be particularly spooky actually, because cave quests do sometimes have really irregular spawns. Oh, a cat just came in my porch door. I don't own a cat. Oh, a little bit better shoes. Everything's an upgrade in the start. But as I said, yeah, cave quests can be quite tricky in certain places. Some places are of course better than others in the spawn rates and everything, but it does happen in quite a lot of places and caves in this game that yeah, that's also a factor regarding how many players are in that area and also killing them off, of course. But cave spawns usually have a kind of irregular spawn patterns at times in Classic. I have noticed several times earlier when I'm doing quests in caves and such that at times mobs almost start spawning behind you as you're clearing your way in. And that can be a bit of a spooky experience trying to do the hardcore challenge, since you don't want to die and don't want to get overmanned by mobs early on. And caves can be a spooky factor there. Oh, Mortal was it? Jesus. The guild name was Mortal, my bad. Let's see if we can find anybody that's in Mortal then. Oh, there's someone at level 53. Nice. They're looking good to finish the challenge. Still doing the challenge. Oh, mid boots. Poggers. Poggers in the chat, boys. And now we're inside the guild. Now we're inside the Immortal Guild. Thanks for the invite, boys. And for people also wondering, the guild I'm joining now on this server, that is actually a hardcore community guild. That's doing, all the other players in this guild is also doing the hardcore challenge, which is pretty fun. Seeing other players, seeing how they fare, seeing how they do, how good they do.
Be good.
Let's deliver the letter over there. It's no quest or what we're doing there. No item reward. So as we can see, if we take a look in the guild right now. Oh, Wizbow. Oh, we do actually have a warrior also at level 24. But we do have a player in actually 53.
What's on your mind?
He's close to completing. Oh, that's exciting.
Safe travel. What's on your mind?
Should I go back and just? Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, we're going back. It's the quest to deliver at Mug as well. Don't worry, I'm not sick at all. Just got a little bit of a cough. I know, there's no sickness here. Imagine having cooking, wrote in the guild chat. I don't, that might actually not be actually a bad idea. I won't do it as a paladin, I have healing spells. But doing cooking as another melee class, that would actually not be a bad thing at all, actually. Let's hope the guild chat is the guild chat is okay in the language department, not being too rude and everything. I think they're going to be fine. There's a lot of people streaming this challenge.
Watch your back.
So, soon we're going to get our first upgrade.
No.
Sell out these items. No, that's actually... We're actually going to But I do have holy light, so we're going to sell that. Keep the bread for now.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Oh well, welcome back. Welcome back. Is it Dark Sister or Darkster? I don't get that one. I think it's Sister, but I'm not sure. At least, welcome back. You haven't missed much yet, man, mate. Oh shit! No! Paladin trainer. I forgot to go to the Paladin trainer. Ah, can't do that. Can't have mistakes so early. Gotta get my judgment spell. It's going to be my main damaging spell throughout the game, so. Yeah, that was the Paladin.
How are you?
Blessing, might, and judgment. We're good to go, boys. I can actually set the party power then. That's a little bit centrish. Well, to be honest, we're just going to move that over there for now. That's more of a dungeon thingy. I'll just set those blessings on the downside here. And now we're going to go for Refugee's Quandary. Oh, the chat has a delay. Oh, Kendall, you're Xena. Hi. That's fun. Many people in the chat now are chat members from the another guild I'm in on Aspringer, which I'm raiding with. So yeah, it's fun to see the people coming in and taking a look at the challenge. I appreciate it. Jesus Christ! I'm such a pleb. Ooh, Flimsy Chain West. Hoggers! Getting epic loot, boys. But this challenge does actually make a couple of things actually quite funnier also. In the case of, for instance, random drops. Random green drops are actually kind of huge in this challenge at times. Especially if it's one with good stats towards your class. As a paladin, many things can be good. For instance, a mage just with some extra intellect isn't particularly bad as a paladin. Oh, mail boots? Oh, I do got them already. Am I full mailed? No, I'm missing legs. I'm missing male legs. If you wonder what this dot over here is, that's just the heal bot, so I can usually cast spells from that one, so I don't have to put healing spells down on my bar. Yeah, that's for my first weapon over here. Am I going to take the two-hander? I'm actually going to take the one-handed mace. I think I get a shield reward for one of the quest after this one, so I actually think I'm going to take the one-handed mace, actually. To be honest. Yeah, and the last one's over there, and then take cave trolls. Well, as I said, in the start it's going to be just a pleasant little journey through. Nothing good, nothing that's going to be a big deed and a big threat at this time. But when I get through the spawn area, that's when it can begin to get a little bit spicier. Don't want to pull the wrong mobs and don't want to pull the wrong elites. And that's the last part of the Refugees Quandary. Now we're just going to kill off the trolls here. Get that quest done, delivering those quests. Get back to the cave again. I was talking to someone earlier in the hardcore community Discord earlier and about talents going forward, and I can see that it will most likely be a better going retribution just for the speed of things with the Seal of Command and such, but I'm thinking I'm not that worried about speed and rather about the survivability, to be honest. Just to be able to survive as much as possible. And as a paladin, that is a big factor, but you can still... It's still possible to fuck up. Going into... I'm looking forward to questing in Duskwood. Duskwood is actually one of my favorite questing places in the game, but Duskwood can be spooky also. I have gotten killed by Murladim a couple of times there, if you're not if you're not observant to when he's coming, because he has a big aggro range early on if you're doing those quests. But we have got the opportunities early on. It's only in the later levels that actually quest areas become a little bit smaller. Early on you have a good couple of areas to go and quest through, so quest isn't my first actually worry at the start of this challenge. But it can actually shape up to be a little bit of a challenge later on in the game. At the particular levels like well, there are certain spots at around 40s that dry out, but also at level 50 there are spots that dries out when it comes to quests. Then also, as a paladin also, I could just take my last levels actually in Eastern Plague Dance. Yeah, I actually have a fondness for the... many people that do like starting in the human era. There are usually better quests around there, actually.
How
so.
are ya? See you soon.
Thanks, Iana. Appreciate
What's
it.
on your mind?
Yeah, we're taking the hammer now, because afterwards you get the quest and get the shield. Yeah,
See you
that's
soon.
yeah, I do agree that it is actually more beneficial starting. But it would be more beneficial starting in the human zone as a human paladin, because you can get earlier quests on there that actually gives quite good rewards. As for instance, the Hogger quest that could be kind of spooky, but also because the human zone does actually have a couple of unique quest rewards that could actually be very useful in a hardcore challenge in a pinch. Like for instance, the flash powder that you can get from one of the quests that decreases the hit chance of enemies by 20%. That is actually a pretty big progress items when you're doing this hardcore challenge. And for instance, I'm going for an elite quest enemy or elite quests and have to kill an elite quested enemy. For example, Hogger.
Can I help you? Alrighty then.
Oh, we're off to the big zones. Level 5 already.
I've the finest wares in all.
Sell out that shit. You know what? I'm actually selling out the food. I'm not worried about food as a paladin.
What's your back?
I'm more dependent on water than anything, so. Might wanna pick up first aid just for safety though. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick up first aid just for safety. But that can save in a pinch as well. Regarding if you're actually out of mana and actually don't, or if you in a hairy situation, for instance, if you're out or very low on mana and can't cast any healing spells, doing the divine shield or divine protection, you can actually bandage while you're in those shields, and that can be a savior. But you don't want to put yourself in. You don't want to put yourself in a situation like that early on, though. But we'll manage to do it. So I'm going to pick up first aid, and most likely mining and blacksmithing, so I'll be able to make some items here and there for upgrades and such. It will probably be a help, but oof, it's not going to be fun actually going through several instances of going have to farm ores and copper to get upgrades, which can be trickier the farther out you get in the game also, because the higher skill you get and the higher quality ore you need, it's going to be higher level mobs. But for the start at least, it's not going to be a big challenge getting, for instance, copper ore and tin ore. That's usually around the level 10 to, well, copper ore is also just in the starting zones. That's the first ore you actually begin with when gathering in that profession. And tin ore you usually find in level 10 to 20 zones. Lockmordan is usually not a bad place to look for tin. Usually a pretty good amount of tin ores around there. So you're right that the smart player would actually choose the human zone first actually, but I like the Doran zones. And, I can go without the unique items. I'll take my chances. Maybe I'll do that if I'll die next time, and if I do a paladin again, if I die, I might probably go the human zone then, just to get those unique items. Oh, double mobs. Is this it, boys? Is this the end? Nah, I think we're fine. You usually don't have much to worry about in the starting zones. But of course, safety first. Well, it's going to be fun. As a paladin, I should be able to actually push my levels a little bit further than other crowd that went down, for instance, a warrior. I do have a couple of safe escape buttons, like the shield and such. Did I push level 6? No, not yet. Yeah, we'll just kill him on the way out. A bit of extra XP. Maybe back? I haven't gotten a bag drop yet. That kinda sucks, to be honest. It's almost like I want to farm the mobs a bit just to be able to get at least one bag, to be honest. Well, but I won't do it. I'll just continue on. We can buy bags from a bag vendor anyways. That's not against the rules, so. Well, at least I don't think it's against the rules. I might actually want to go that by the guild and just asking if that is actually against the rules. But I don't think there is. It shouldn't be. I know the Orc Snout is not allowed, and I can see that. I can see why that is not allowed. From the... If it's not, yeah, it's allowed, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just going to throw off the rest of the items over here before venturing forward. I didn't actually need to. You go in the next place pretty soonish, so. But yeah, but paladins do have useful traits also. Blessing of Might is good in the start, but for the earlier gameplay, I'm most likely... I did that with all the paladin I leveled up as well. It's more beneficial actually just going with the Blessing of Wisdom, to be honest, for the mana regen. When it comes to leveling and sustainability, I actually do like to use the Blessing of Wisdom instead of Blessing of Might all the time. You do get more damage with Blessing of Might though, it depends. You could switch it up and actually just... cast blessings as needed, of course. Using the Blessing of Might to start up, and when you're half mana, switch up to Blessing of Wisdom instead. Well, I kind of like just having the Wisdom on 24/7, to be honest.
Well met.
Having the extra mana rigging is pretty good early on.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Honored, I'm sure.
Well,
Alright, then.
get more water from that quest at least. That would be good. Can we skip that one? He's going to aggro, isn't he? Yeah. No worries. But okay, this challenge is going to be fun. It's going to be suspenseful also in the later games when it actually becomes trickier and harder to actually survive. In the start it shouldn't be that much of a problem. I still can get fucked up though. I know of one area that might be a bit spooky going through actually. And that area is actually over here. In the quest area where you have to go in the cave and kill trolls. You could wait for spawns outside also, but nah, I'm not going to check it out on every challenge, but caves are a bit spooky. I said earlier because of some of the irregular spawn patterns in caves at times. But there are other areas in the game as well. I am quite aware of certain. Oh, there's a copper win. I might actually go back and get that copper win when I actually get the blacksmithing and mining. That's the only thing that really sucked not getting a bag in the spawn place. That kind of sucked because just getting one bag would be so beneficial, not getting your bag space full right in the start, especially when you're gathering materials for professions and such. Just having one little bag for professional materials would be actually pretty great. But as said, we can buy a bag at a later point. No worries there. It's going to cost a bit of money. Well, as a paladin, you are allowed. Everybody's allowed to spend money, of course, but as a paladin, it's easier to spend a little bit money on extra things like bags and such, because you don't have to save money for the mount. So I can actually buy most of my spells all the time also, and I think I'm going to do that. I don't think there's no spells I'm going to skip out on buying as the paladin, to be honest. Everything is beneficial. I might actually even want to actually go Retribution Aura at some point if I'm going to go the protection spec, just to get a little bit of extra damage output when I'm using a shield. Yeah, that might actually be quite beneficial. Not that it's much in the early game, and it isn't particularly much in the late game either, but if I'm leveling as a protection, I should be able to take on at least 2-on-2 mobs at a time. So a little bit of AoE together, Retribution Aura together with a holy shield and everything, yeah, will be beneficial. So they are actually doing a couple of dungeons.
Watch your back.
I am seeing in the guild chat now. Somebody's wondering if the streaming the Deadman's run.
How are you? Safe travel.
I don't know about instances yet. Actually, I can see why you would want to get some to be able to get some better upgrades. I can see that, especially if you're a bit worse off in the upgrade department.
How are ya?
Isn't the first aid trainer in here somewhere? I thought he was. Yeah, he is. He's right over there.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
And I think actually I am going to go straight to Ooh, but wait, do I have enough money to buy both mining axe and the blacksmithing hammer?
What can I do for you?
Apprentice blacksmith, that's okay. Armor.
Be good.
Blacksmith supply.
No.
Yes, I actually do have enough money for those. Ooh, only 31 copper left.
Safe trap.
But it is enough to learn mining. So, and I have to go up to Iron Forge actually, if I remember correctly, to get mining, because I don't think they have mining right here. Oh, they actually do over here. Oh, I actually didn't remember. I actually forgot that there was a mining thing over there. Oh, here's the beginning of spookier mobs. I have to kill a bear also. It's for a quest, but I gotta get that quest first. And now the challenge actually begins. Now it's actually beginning to get a bit spookier. It's always spooky when doing the hardcore challenge, because you're gonna die, of course. Oh, actually got the boar rib right off the start. Those are usually a bit, can be a quite lousy drop rate on at times.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Oh, that's actually 2 silver from that reward. That would actually come in great, actually, to be honest.
I've the finest wares in the
Yeah.
land. Here there.
Just give me the quests. I've done it 100 times. I'm going in here, getting the mining. I actually, when I first, I actually think I actually just went straight up to Iron Forge the first time I was going to get my professions down.
Watch your back.
I actually didn't remember that the professions you could get was all the way down here. Mining is on, smelting, everything's good there. Let's just put those out here. Blacksmithing. I could use fine minerals also, but as said, we're not supposed to die, so it shouldn't be necessary to put out fine minerals. Fine minerals should be up all the time. Oh. And also, in the earlier start also, you don't want to fight particular high level enemies in the start of the game. Oh shit! A malachite early on as a random drop, good! I might need that later. For making items. Like an axe or something. I think it's a ruined copper axe you can make it that you need a malachite for. If I remember correctly. Oh, level 6. Could get some new skills now. I'm just going to finish up these quests over here. I don't have money to learn the skills now anyway. Oh, got the thick bear fur. That was a part of people that's. I guess most people that are watching are familiar to Classic in that regard, but Classic drop rates are usually not that good. At least not in regarding to retail, because retail you just get everything from the first mob you kill. But in Classic you can be fighting a bit more to get your items. Ooh, he's a level 7. You know what? We will actually take him down just not to get aggro from him when fighting something else. And here there we can see instance of mobs actually beginning to be a bit spookier. Over there, I need to kill that bear also, but that's level 8 there. I'm over level 6 at the moment. So the spook factor is beginning to... we can take him down without healing. Spook factor is increasing. I do actually want to have full health for going for that one. Oh, I actually don't need to take him down. Lucky me. bit lucky on the drop rates there. And yes, I actually do have a web camera, but for some reason I just couldn't get it to work this time around, actually. And it would be better because I'm uploading this to my YouTube channel, so it would be better for entertainment purposes actually having a camera, but I just couldn't get it to work this time around, so I just have to see if I can get it to work on the next stream. And the next time around, maybe I can set up the camera then and I can face reactions to things. Although there's not too much to react in the early game, to be honest. It's just going through the hoops. I don't think I get the wolf. The wolves are still not part of any quest. Oh, I actually see a copper vein. And also blacksmithing is also a big nice thing to go early on also. In regarding to getting some extra damage output out of the sharpening stones and such. So I think blacksmithing was a good choice. Alchemy and herbalism would actually be a good startup choice also for this challenge, to be honest. But as a paladin, I got some survivability, so I'm not. I think I'm more dependent on fighting gear than actually being able to craft healing potions and such as the paladin. Oh, we even got the full rotation. If you wonder what I mean by that, is that when you mine ores, you can mine them up to a maximum of 4 times. But that's just a random pattern. Sometimes you can only pick them once or twice, and sometimes you can pick them up to 3 or 4 times. But 4 times is the maximum amount of times before you have depleted an ore. So that was a good first get. There might also be some small pauses here and there in. Oh, I actually got aggro from it. We'll take him there. Regarding to that I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I most likely don't want to have YouTube clips going longer than an hour because of the upload. It will take a long time to upload it. Oh, people are actually having lags and disconnects. Ooh. And this server isn't actually highly populated either. That can be a spooky factor also. That could be something that actually just the game actually, well, to be honest, could fuck you up on. If you, for instance, are in a, let's say for instance that I'm high leveling and I'm pulling like 2 mobs and trying to get them down. If I get disconnected, I'm dead. Because the game you're still online and in the game world while you are disconnected. For like an amount of 10 to 20 seconds, I guess. Same time as the logout time. And if that happens when you're fighting several mobs, you're dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. That was a nice heads up actually getting from the guild. That some people are getting. Oh, they actually completed a quest over here. Let's live in that then. And we can actually go learn some new skills. Because that gave us actually 2 silver and 50 copper. Tom the second. He did manage his first try. And I'm pretty sure that I am going to die in my first try as well. I'm going to be very surprised if I actually manage the challenge all the way through without dying. It would be really, really cool. It would, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to complete the whole challenge in one sitting. Oh, that I won't, because that takes days, but you know what I mean. Oh, there it is. That does it auto upgrade the? I'm wondering if it actually auto upgrades that one. Maybe I could make an item as well. I could. I could actually make. You know what? We're going to actually do that. We're going to make, just for safety. We're going to make a chest armor, just for safety. Just a little bit of extra survivability regarding the armor. Copper bracers or 10 more armor? Nah, that one's more beneficial at the moment. I guess we just make some rough sharpening stones just to get some skill level up. Oh yeah, I have to actually finish up those first. But I could actually sell off those sharpening stones at the moment because I can't actually use them. Might want to save them though. Yeah, maybe I actually might want to save them. In case I get a sword or anything later in the game. But also we have to learn weapon skills. Let's see if some of the more boar crags have respawned over here. Finish up that quest as well. There should be some to the left of me as well. Ah, there. 2 respawns over there. That one is nice. That's 6 seconds of safety. In case something really bad happens. In this particular quest also I've actually been doing quite a lot of time actually getting on the crag boss if you're really unlucky on the drop rates. Still need one more crag boar rib. Oh, it respawned up there. Nice. We'll take it, we'll take it. Everything's a bonus and everything's a help. I will go for most of the ores I find on the minimap because the more time I can save on not doing it later, it is better. Because it will most likely come to a point where I actually do have to farm ores to actually progress on blacksmithing. And that's not particularly interesting or fun doing, but it's a part of the challenge. If I'm going to make better gear and everything, I have to level up the blacksmithing skill, and that takes time gathering when you don't have a mount. Jesus Christ, come on! Drop it already. I only need one more rib to finish the quest. Ah, there it is. Now I can finish it. Just have to buy some beer. How much do they sell for? They only sell for a copper a piece, so I might as well actually just save them, to be honest.
How are you?
There it is.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Oh, I actually skipped him.
What's on your mind? See you soon.
Those give a buff, don't they? Oh yeah, they do. I would want to use those then. I would definitely like to use those.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Actually, that one I can sell at least. Actually, they're actually wondering just about just.
Keep your feet on the ground.
You know what? For
What
now,
can I
I'm
do
just
for
going to sell them because I will get more later on just to get some extra bag space.
Be good.
Oh, also,
Well met.
don't need those teeth.
Safe travel.
Now we're going to go for the Wendigo hides and also the ammo. You know, let's just pick up the ammo crate in it right at the start here. Just so we have it, so I don't forget to pick it up. But hey, at least we're off to a good start, aren't we? We are off at a good start. That's the ammo. I guess. And that's why I have to be a little bit vigilant in actually looking at the minimap to see if I can find some extra nodes here and there. Might actually want to further venture a little bit into this cave, to be honest, just to see if I can find some extra ones. There are usually a much more abundance of copper ores inside caves. Oh, so actually a bit better. Not by much, but it is a bit better. Now, as said earlier also, these are the bit more of a spooky place. Go into caves, getting mobs in your ass, getting easily overmanned. As you can see there, that mob is coming forward. He is going to aggro me. Let's do a safety heal here. I said it's now it's beginning to become a bit spookier. That could potentially be bad. I did have a save though in regards to my divine shield. Ah. Oh, we're cutting it close, but we managed. If he's been in here, he might already actually picked out most of the mining nodes. He might if he has blacksmithing. Can't actually see anything on the minimap right now, so I think I'll just do it safe. I'll skip this cave for now. I'll not skip it, but just kill the mobs outside. Do it in the safest manner as possible. going to stop.